Dutchman for a word with Sil.
I don't have anything else to tell you. If your case isn't kindred related, you know the limits.
Answers lie in the legwork, as my old chief would say. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate. Seattle PD. Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall.
That's right. Learn to be a Jew.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe. Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. That was a mess.
I'm tracking down some partygoers as it happens. A group of young ladies. One of them was given an unwanted gift by a none too friendly admirer. Ring any bells?
Son of a bitch, I knew it. There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful. The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably his own. Someone had a good night. Unless they were playing hearts. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. I figured, yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I didn't see the point in confusing things. Good view of where Verona was sitting from here. So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, Detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
I've got it. This is the same stale ale I got from the letter. The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood.
Some real creeps walking around today. Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD, and yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked a big party back in the day. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement. Verona remembered the Macon bar.
Our city is wounded, but this is a distraction. We will all be uplifted soon enough.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
So she never even made it through the door?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
I headed down to the old Western Recorp. Was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful. Any
pictures you want to show me?
What are you suggesting, Detective?
Well, I don't know. Snaps taken by a miscreant?
All I have is a blurry image of a thumb. The wrong button was selected, perhaps?
A significant thumb?
It does still seem to be attached to a hand.
Given there's a national average of a bit less than 2, that does not narrow it down. How about emails? Anything in the email box?
You're not very confident on accessing my email box, are you, Detective? It is the picture most like an envelope, just to the left of the little snake.
Just tell me, please. I'm not made of fingers.
When you finally get there, one message in all capital letters for a special purchase to improve the life of the male. That is all.
Ooh, a natty coat? Maybe a new hat?
Something like that.
Any text messages? That's what they're called, right? Or is it SMSs?
Once you have fumbled your way through the menus, there is one smez that has failed to send. It says pizza.
Pizza?
No, very definitely pizza. It is always possible that my owner is slightly less tech-savvy than you.
He does eat, though, so that tells us he's unlikely to be kindred. Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Leaving that aside, detectives, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
Guess David is a rebel.
Detective, I feel...
You alright there, fella?
Oh, hold me, detective.
Oh, dead. Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was... I went down to the Dutchman for...
What is it this time? I'm busy.
Yeah, boss, you look, real busy. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh. Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Might I just take a tipple?
It's the act, friend Fabian, that makes a relationship real. So act.
That's better by a country mile. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man. Just find your purpose.
Open your eyes, Detective. You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul, and said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you.
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her... Clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you. Soulful. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time.
I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. And I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
was sold by a young woman in trouble, even if she didn't know it at the time. I have a picture, actually. Recognize her?
Ah, yes, that one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
I have a ticket.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
I'm off. Keep any interesting prizes for me.
If I find something I think you like, I'll be in touch.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out. Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself. I wondered if Verona...
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate some help.
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a story, and the flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh?
Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Anything that screams being Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Thanks. I need to follow up.
You know where I am, Detective, if you want to root around.
You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
You may as well come clean. What have you been up to?
Nothing. And that's not my locket. That's the truth. Keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you ask for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case.
I've got nothing to say to you, Detective.
This wasn't good. I'd gotten off on the wrong foot. This needed a fresh start. Memory is fickle.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you ask for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case. What's cooking, Charlie?
So good, baby.
Give me a moment. There's something about your neck I need to check out.
Let it suck. Suck like a little mother sucks.
Stay safe, Rafe.
See Fabiu, say hi to Miss Mommy.
Apologies.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop, sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Don't worry, it's not a crime I care about. Not like murder or streetcar fare evasion. But how did you come to sell it? And how does it tie into our killer?
I didn't sell it, I swear. But you think the threat is real?
I have nothing that'd stick in a court of law, but I do think we're dealing with a killer.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. If only you told me of your sister's existence. My night would have been simpler, and the city wouldn't have to pay out for so much shoe leather. I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona. As so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late. How's it hanging, Harry?
Sing a lullaby.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice. I'm a little short a pint or two.
Yes, make another hole of bliss. A head hole with a little kiss.
Oh, I needed that. Thank you. Farewell, Marcel.
Night, Mr. Bride.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble. Benny wanted the... I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb.
And not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What is it this time? Ah, Fabian. Well?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
The Rebar Killer is back in town.
The Rebar Killer. Nice name. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Rebar Killer, pair of St. James's swords. Keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Joyce. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I'll come back later.
I'm sure you will.
As soon as I heard...
Just a few more nights, and I can get out of here.
Hey, I need to get in here. Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
Tell Miss Moore it's me.
No.
You sound like a guy who got decaf instead of a double shot.
Would you be home to a fistful of extra dollars?
I work for Isabella Moore. You can't afford to launder your coat.
I thought I was on the right lines already. I didn't see the need.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
You know what? It was a great session today. I hit a personal best and just real amped up, you know? Dopamine, woo!
That's good to hear, sir, but... I have to apologize, sir. I have confused you for someone else. I don't believe you're on the list.
Oh, that's a shame.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Aw, bouncing is important work too.
Bouncing? Right. Small things, sir. I've just realized that you definitely are not on our list. Apologies.
I don't suppose you could sneak me in the back. No? Oh, never mind.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Thank you, citizen. Always good to know the public are behind me. Might I go in?
Of course. Enjoy your evening, Senator.
Oh, I intend to.
Uh-oh. The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the residence.
Detective, it is fascinating to see you here, particularly as this is a private event, and I know you weren't on the list.
Do you know Ravenna? I think she's one of your, followers.
I have so many followers. Over 2 million when I last checked.
I just want to find Ravenna. Word is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her, and not me.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
I'll be discreet. I promise not to poop the party.
What a wonderful image. I may never forget you said that.
I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin, I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
Broken glass, not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff. Recent, and I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, mortal fear. Ravenna, maybe I should get on the trail.
Too late.
And another metal cross. Color me unsurprised.
I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure. Though it would be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because it makes conversing a lot easier. Let's see now. You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. Just like the others. A death for kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours. Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out. You're still warm, and the
hasn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he, though?
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now, cooling rapidly.
So who were you really, Ravenna, other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, detective. I'm mortal, sure, but I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me and Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the kindred direct? And how is he here now, 100 years after his first kills?
I don't know, but you'll catch him for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all. My sister will be happy, at least.
Please do, Detective. My sister will be happy, at least. Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are 2 princes in this city, and you will give them both deference. For your sire's sake, and to ensure your own survival. Do you understand me?
Oh, I get it, your princeship, honestly. I do. Cross my heart. I'm listening.
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
Good evening, my other prince.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
So, might I ask about the Carstairs matter Miss Graham mentioned?
A joint enterprise which my sister and I are considering. Nothing that should concern you. It is always wise to plan for the long term.
Well, I suppose in your case, the very, very long term.
Indeed.
What are we celebrating again?
Really, I am starting to wonder why Malkavians are permitted at our court. It is New Year, and a gathering at this time is considered traditional.
Of course. Surprised you still celebrate, though, given how many you've seen.
We like to keep up with the times.
So, you two are sisters, but very different sisters.
Sisters in blood, Detective, not sisters in mortal terms. Has your sire told you nothing?
Gideon is not the most direct of teachers. He likes me to pursue my own inquiries.
You are on thin ice, Malkavian, as is your sire.
Might I ask how you became prince? Or should I say, one of two princes?
You can ask. It is a simple matter. The attack on our dear sire all those years ago left us leaderless. Lou and I thought it best to combine our talents.
Sounds like it might have involved knives and ultimatums, am I right?
I am never certain whether you're being sarcastic or direct.
Oh, direct. Definitely direct.
Lou Graham is adroit in certain spheres. I'd like to think my influence is in others. We complement each other well. Our partnership has seen this city successful through 30 years and more.
You don't like my sire?
Gideon has his uses. You are yet to prove yours.
Well, if there's a crime committed, I'm your man. To solve it, I mean. Not to cause it.
The sheriff has a modicum of faith in you. I honestly can't think why. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have had enough of your fumbling tongue.
Of course.
I wish a good evening to you, Detective. If, of course, you survive it.
I figured I should do the rounds properly before going to see her ladyship.
Well, well, if it isn't our very own investigator. I suppose they'd call you a dick, but you're hardly private. Am I right?
Hello there, Mr. Fletcher.
Hope you haven't eaten. There'll be some rather keen party favors along shortly. Excellent vintage.
This is quite the shindig. Very intimate.
Our royals wanted to keep the guest list exclusive. The deserving and the delicious, as it were. Of course, sometimes we have to make exceptions. Soothsayers, sorcerers, and sleuths. They're useful, to be sure, but they lower the tone. Don't you agree? Oh, do forgive me. I completely forgot who I was talking to for a moment there. What must you think of me?
The sisters, the princes, they make quite the impression.
Oh, don't they just? Power, old sport, is a heady pheromone. It makes the delightful delectable and the harlot wholesome. It's a good look for the city. You can't buy charisma, nor even rent it for a night.
How's business? I hear the chink of coins and the clink of bottles.
You know, Prohibition's been a boom, an absolute boom. Mortals crave nothing more than forbidden fruit. Rosalind and Lou take their cut, of course, but the coffers are swelling. It's hardly a chore to pay that tax. We have a few rivals to put down, easily dealt with. People know we have capable hands at the wheel.
Capable hands? There's a history, then.
You must know it, Detective. You lived here before you died, after all. The fire, the city's death and rebirth. I admire someone who has the guts to take direct action, don't you? I'm sure Hector will fill you in. Every lawman should know their city. Just so long as you overlook any whiskey barrels you find in dark places.
Good to talk to you.
Always an experience, Detective.
Sheriff, good to see you. Enjoying the party?
Yeah, having a whale of a time. You just missed me doing the Charleston. Listen up. Court soirees ain't about cake and cookies. Everyone has a role to play. A foothold to gain or a score to settle. But you and me, it's our job to stop trouble before it happens. No one's above that, no matter who they are. Got it? So, do a few rounds, bump gums, get to know 'em all a little better. Forewarned is forearmed. You never know who you'll face tomorrow.
Anything I should know?
Yeah, I got something. The cigarette girl killer. Knew the whole Cross and Rebar thing was familiar. Now don't go spreading this around. We don't want to start a panic. But doesn't this sound to you like the work of Santiago?
Who?
Ah, come on, Fabian. He hit the mortal front pages down in Frisco. Serial killer? Or hunter, depending on where you stand? Ask Isaac, the Nosferatu. He'll fill you in.
Who are these people? What are their lines? Who should I suck up to? Who should I avoid? What makes them all tick?
Hey, bloodsuckers are bloodsuckers. But we all share a secret, so we stick together. Lou calls it a family. The sisters and all their messed up cousins. And it's a family business. The court runs on money as much as blood. Mortals will pay a pretty penny for any vice, and more if it's outlawed. Fletcher runs the booze. Under Lou's wing, he's got free reign. Your old man Gideon handles the gambling. And Lou herself's been the Madam of Seattle for decades. Rosalind's the schemer. She's got Isaac, who has an ear in every alleyway. And she took in the Tremere girl to keep one foot in the arcane and one in the latest science. And you just make sure it all goes off without mortals catching on. Both the princes thought Gideon had it right, getting someone in the PD.
So, another year, huh?
What do I care? What am I gonna do, huh? Find a pretty dame to kiss at midnight? Make a resolution to drink less and go to church? Counting off the years when you're immortal. What's the point? It's just a number.
Fletcher spoke about the Great Fire. Said it was more than a pot of glue on a stove. So what happened?
Before your time and mine. But the way I hear it, the old prince got caught up in some antediluvian cult. Wanted to break our chains, raise up the modern vampire, treat the mortals as cattle, drive a truck through the traditions. Lou and Rosalind, they understood that if you keep your stock sweet, you'll get more milk out of them, right? Burned out the cult wholesale, their sire along with it. That's how I read it at any rate. I would not raise it with the sisters.
I'll be back.
Sure.
Good evening to you both.
How are you finding the party, my boy? They haven't kicked you out, which I guess is a good sign. You know Sophia, of course.
We've not actually met. I don't want to intrude.
Oh, please do. Fabian, right? You sent Gideon the puzzle? You are just as I imagined. He has told me so much. I mean, not that we talk behind your back or anything. Well, we do. But it's all good things.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. That puzzle you sent, an excellent recommendation.
I passed an entire night on it. Absolutely devilish.
Wasn't it just? It was id as a two-letter word that baffled me.
Yes. Completely threw off my cipher. If you find any more like that, you must let me know.
So how are things, oh sire of mine?
Same old, same old. They saunter in so full of hope and lose it at the table.
You did pick up on that fascinating man the other day. The one with the numbers?
That's right. The numbers man. I could tell he was working an angle. Fidgety fingers, you know? I went over, asked him very politely. Those beans came spilling out. He's some sort of math whiz, brain full of digits, flapping around like butterflies. So we broke a few of his actual digits and threw him out on his rear. You'd have liked him, I'm sure.
What are you working on, Sophia?
I just like to keep my head down. Try and be useful where I can.
Don't be so modest. Oh, you must tell Fabian about the wireless.
The wireless, yes. Imagine, we listened to an orchestra concert.
All the way from New York. Sophia has built a set from parts. Oh, it sounds like scratching in a box to me, but...
The potential to communicate instantly between cities, not shackled to the telegraph.
But then the risk. One mortal with a little equipment in their garage, and our secrets are blasting out across the ether.
Well, that's the most alarming thing I've heard in a long time.
Exactly. Completely
Is there anything I should, be aware of?
Actually, now you mention it, yes, a little morsel for you. Our friend Hector. I noticed some tension around the way he's holding his jaw. He's hiding something. A little push, and I could read enough to tell it was about a girl. I've never known him to spend time on romance. Interesting, don't you think?
I was joined with Fletcher, and, well, to be frank, he doesn't think much of either of you.
My dear boy, we may all be bloodsuckers, but Fletcher is a leech. He doesn't value you unless he can ride around on your shoulders like the parasite he is.
Gideon's insightful nature makes some kindred uncomfortable.
And Sophia's razor-sharp intellect makes us all feel like dullards.
I think maybe my tendency to put both feet in my mouth is what annoys them.
Oh, I hear you. I'm always giving myself a swift kick in the teeth. Are all Camarilla princes like ours?
Terrifying, gorgeous, power-hungry tyrants, you mean? For the most part, yes. We could do a lot worse than our girls, I suppose, but truly, all I hear of princes follows the pattern. You have to remember, my boy, we are all sharks in human clothing.
It is also short-sighted. I'm not criticizing them, of course. I would never. I think our community would be better served if we spent a little more time researching all these emerging technologies that humans are coming up with, so we can protect ourselves. And a little less time,
Posing in ballrooms? Very true, my dear. Disappointing, but not surprising.
I should do the rounds.
A pleasure.
Yes, of course, of course.
Evening. You're Isaac, right? Pleasant night.
Oh, am I in your place? My apologies, please. Pardon me.
No, not at all. It was you I wanted to talk to.
Why?
I don't think we've ever met, though I've heard of you.
I know who you are. The detective. Masquerade Bloodlines sired by Gideon Hall. A dog who will never let go of a bone. They call you only Fabian, but your full name is...
Whoa there! Let a man keep a little of his mystique, won't you?
Very well. You are Fabian, and I am Isaac.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm surprised to see you here. I heard you don't get out much.
Yes.
You don't strike me as the type of fella who lives it up at the weekend. You enjoy these parties?
No.
Might I ask what brings you here?
The princes asked me to come, so I came. I'm their secret keeper. I observe, I learn, I research, I remember. They find it useful to have me on hand. Kindred of my clan are not well suited to such events, but I will step into the light when requested.
I get it. No one wants to outshine the hosts.
Indeed.
I gotta say, I do find the Nosferatu an interesting riddle. Would you be open to a sit-down some other time so I can pick your brains? I'd like to learn more about your folk, about your role in the Camarilla. I hope that ain't too forward.
Is it forward? I do not know. But I would enjoy sharing knowledge, so long as it is reciprocated.
It seems both our princes are in a fine mood tonight.
Yes, they are in good spirits. Some believe it impossible for two kindred to rule one domain. Indeed, I have found precious few instances of it being attempted before. It is assumed they will destroy each other in a bid to claim full power, but our princes seem to be the exception. They have not had a serious disagreement since March 2nd. It was a dinner party. Lou suggested I be forced to sire the beautiful wife of a politician who didn't laugh at her joke. Rosalind thought it crass.
So what do you think of our princes? Just between you and me.
They benefit each other in ways outsiders can't always see. Without both of them, Seattle would be in turmoil. Some find Rosalind cold and distant, but I think she is misunderstood. Not everyone enjoys being the center of attention.
Hector pointed me in your direction. What can you tell me about Santiago?
The hunter. Something of a legend. An enterprising mortal who has sent many kindred to their final deaths. New Orleans was one of his hunting grounds not 10 years ago, as was San Francisco in the previous decade. Little is known about the man or woman, save that their killings all feature the cross of St. James, a signature of sorts, hence the name. It is believed that he is a member of the Society of Leopold, one of the deadliest and most ancient factions of hunters of the supernatural. If he is indeed such a zealot, he believes himself to be a literal soldier of Christ.
Jesus.
Yes, that one.
I heard tell of a cult here in Seattle before the fire. You know anything about that?
I believe you refer to the whispers of Sabbat presence in the city. Properly, you should call them a sect, not a cult.
Huh. Sounds a bit, French.
The forcible dismantling of Camarilla power structures, the destruction of our antediluvian masters as they see them, the open domination of the vampire over the mortal, free of shackles such as the Masquerade, loyalty, meritocracy, the rejection of traditional hierarchies.
So what do they sect about, or cult about, or whatever the right word is?
They bind themselves together with rituals using blood sorcery and mixing their vitae to create mass blood bonds. All kinds of dark, unsavory practices.
Scratch that. Sounds like Pioneer Square on a Friday night. Excuse me, won't you?
I'll be here.
I couldn't keep Lou waiting all night. Time to head up to face her.
Mistress Lou, you had something you wanted to discuss.
Ah, yes. The future, Detective. My sister and I have plans, and I'd like you to look into something for us.
I'll be honored, of course, to help you both out.
As you should be.
What do you want me to look into, Mistress Lou? Just give me the facts.
You're aware of our recent troubles in the liquor market? Has Fletcher said anything to you?
He mentioned something in passing about rivals.
We are about to expand, but are suffering from a small roadblock, Detective. A roadblock I put at your door.
Mine?
Your territory, at least. Our Vancouver run has been interrupted, perhaps even redirected, and the rumor says it's someone in law enforcement.
Any names, faces? Any idea who?
Not as of yet. I do have a location and have managed to acquire some photographs. I will have my man Campbell deliver it to your office.
That does sound like a solid start to a case. I won't deny it.
Now, if we can just... No! My sister!
One from the top, both literal and figurative. Our killer was out for the kindred of Seattle, and I had a feeling he was just getting started. Well, rise and shine, Sheriff. About time you clocked in. See what the prince has lined up for us tonight.
You have nothing to say about your memories?
Well, that was a lineup of faces from 100 years back. Something's pulling them out of my past. Do I trust my own mind? I would not vouch for it. I do think those things happen, but why we're both seeing them and what bearing they have on our case, that is a puzzle I can't answer right now. I guess we should head out.
changed.